All right. I hope everybody can hear me. If you're new here, welcome. If you have been rocking with me, you're a member of Nested Objects or just a viewer on the YouTube channel or in the Facebook group, welcome back. But tonight is the night that I have been waiting on. This is what I've been building for and towards. And this is why I've been absent and haven't recorded a video in so long. Amongst other things, I've moved from Raleigh back to Atlanta and moved into my new home. So a lot of moving pieces. But most importantly, the member hub, as I like to call it, the field services operating system is complete. So tonight's the night that I'm going to show that to you and get some feedback from you all and go from there. I'm excited. So first, let me start off by telling you what happened this week. This kind of prompted me to record the this video because I wasn't going to record it. I was just going to release the announcement via email to all members. But this week I got a direct email from a company, a national company that has been in business for about 8 years. They're legit. They asked me, little old me, for inspectors. And I think 9 of the counties in North Carolina, they're a national company. They reached out to me. So they're listing, their services are not posted on Indeed. It's not on ZipRecruiter. It's not on SoFi. It's not on any of those job boards. Teal. They reached out to me. I have a LinkedIn page for Nested Objects as well. They reached out to me because they know my process for vetting inspectors. And, I've been in the field for a very long time. So they know that, with that background and what I'm doing with the platform, they know that my inspectors are good. So this company that do mortgage inspections, insurance inspections, property preservation work. And again, they didn't post it like on Indeed or anywhere else. So tonight, just to give you some context of, again, why I wanted to record this video, that's just one company that has reached out to me. There's been several, and I post some of those companies in the Facebook group. But tonight I'm going to show you the actual platform that's going to go live on March 1st. The existing platform is there at members.nestedobjects.com, and I'll put that in the chat and in the description. You can go there and you can get your directory there as well. The version 2, the actual whole, oh my God, it's amazing. Being released on the 1st is going live. So I'm going to show you that tonight. What I'm about to show you, this is the field member hub with the searchable firm directory, which you already have at the existing site. But the new site is going to have AI tools built around searching and preparing you to actually be successful in the industry. So when I say AI tools, I mean Intel. Like, as many people know, AI is kind of taking over. A lot of people are losing jobs, and the gig economy, rideshare, it's saturated. Everybody's doing Lyft, DoorDash, Uber, delivering, food and things of that sort because they're just trying to make ends meet. This industry, the field services industry, it's crazy how many people don't know about it. Yet you probably see field inspectors out if you're paying attention. This industry is not going anywhere. And I'll tell you why. The weather is getting worse. FEMA, HUD, insurance companies, State Farm, Allstate, mortgage companies, banks, Bank of America, all those companies and all those different types and all those industries need field inspectors on the ground to assess the quality or condition of their assets. So when you buy a car, there is a vehicle inspector. They go out to auctions. They go out to the homes just to verify that the assets are good. Boats, motorcycles. That's just one type of inspection. And then you have insurance companies. Anything that they're insuring, they want to make sure that their assets are in good condition. Home, business, anything. Banks, again, with vehicles. HUD, of course, and FEMA with damages. That sector alone is a multi-million-dollar industry. And it's only getting worse because of the weather. The volume or the demand for inspectors, quality inspectors, is growing tremendously. But you don't hear people talking about it because people who know about it, they want to keep the money for themselves. But it's to a point now that national companies, and it's been this way, national companies pay pennies on the dollar because they know that they can get somebody else to do it if you don't accept it. So the purpose of my member hub in the operating system is to expose those opportunities that make this worthwhile. I was in the industry and still do some of the work when I want for 15 years. And I know how gruesome it can be and how cutthroat some of the companies can be because, again, they know somebody else is going to do it for cheaper. But I also know from the firm side, there's a huge pain point with finding reliable inspectors. So as a solutions architect and someone who's been in the field, I wanted to bridge that gap. And now with the emergence of AI, with my background in tech and also in field inspections, it was a perfect fit. So that's where Nested Objects was born. So again, tonight I'm going to show you what this is about. Those who already have been following me and who have purchased, the direct, they're already members. That was V1. That is nothing compared to what I'm about to show you. Now, again, I'm launching V2 on the 1st. Yesterday's price will not be tomorrow's price. So just pay attention because those who have the directory now or will have it before launch will get grandfathered in onto the pro plan. And I'll show you what that looks like. Pay attention. All right. And also drop your state where you're located in the comments and let me know if you're new here or experienced. And if you have any questions, I'll put the support email address in the description as well. And you can reach out to us directly. We have a support team, someone who handles those tickets. And of course, there's the info@Nested Objects where you can reach out to me directly. All right, let's see here. Now, a big pain point in this industry is pay transparency. Like I was saying earlier, a lot of companies want to pay you pennies on a dollar because, again, they know somebody else can do it. But there are so many companies, so many opportunities out there that pay exponentially more for the same inspection. And that's what I'm here to show you, because there's no point in becoming an inspector and making less than you were at your 9 to 5, or not being able to step into a business where you don't need to have an experience. All you need is a car and other little tools that you can buy off Amazon, and I'll tell you about that as well. But primarily what you need is a car, and you can make 6 figures. It's very simple. And a lot of people gatekeep in this industry because they want to make the money for themselves. So you'll see people selling lists. And when I say list, I mean like static list of names of companies, and they're all the same companies. I see the same 20, 30, 40, 50 companies, and some not even that many, that people are selling these lists for. And they're the ones that pay scraps. I View It, Safeguard, AMI, you name it, Proxy Picks. They advertise these companies like they're giving you something for free or for pennies on a dollar. And you go out there and you're not making, first of all, the market for those companies are saturated. And the companies know that. So that's why they pay you cheap. The other thing is that the influencers, the inspectors who are selling these lists don't know. They can't get the data that I have, but proprietary is not proprietary with me. So anyway, I don't give away too much. But when you do the work and when you find the work, usually there is no clear path up. The companies try to keep you at an inspector level, making scraps. And in Facebook groups, I've caught some backlash from some people in Facebook groups because they're like, yeah, we can just Google these companies. We can just Google field inspections. No, like I said, the company for who's looking for client or inspectors in North Carolina, you can't Google them. They're not even listed as a field inspector company. They don't list their openings for field inspectors, not even data collectors. It's not that title. It's not that. Yeah. So anyway, I'll also show you the testimonials so that you see that it's real. All right. This is the new hub. You'll see all these glowing dots. These are actually firms and their locations. Now, when you go buy a static list from somebody, they'll be like, yeah, let me give you 20 firms for $15. They'll be the same 20 firms you see lit up here, and the 20 firms that are paying you $5 to $6 per inspection. Anyhow, again, this is an operating system. This is a database. It's not a list. And all the information is verified, vetted, and scraped. So here you have your homepage. This type of work, variety of people can do this work. If you're an existing inspector, if you are a gig worker, you're out there ride sharing, again, you need a car, you already got that. You know how to, like, you're personable, you're not afraid to see people or interact with people. You can take this path here. I'm showing you here like some of the ins and outs around what you're already doing and what you would expect and how you can use those current skills to succeed in this industry. Notaries, huge opportunity for you. If you already have signings, even if you don't have signings, this is a way to add to your business or explode your business. A lot of firms love notaries because you're an officer of the state already. The trust signal is there. I market to notaries a lot because a lot of notaries don't know about this opportunity, or the information is being gatekept and they just don't believe that there's, profit there. But I'll show you that there is. Existing inspectors, again, you're buying those cheap lists with nothing on it. Insurance loss, huge opportunity for you as well. And then those, of course, in property preservation or real estate, you have a huge opportunity as well. So those are just the different paths that you can explore. But again, anybody can get started with this because the training that I provided with this is get you prepared. And there's no other training out there like the one that I built. All right. So I'm going to scroll down and show you some of the testimonials. Now, these are real testimonials. You can go on the YouTube channel and see some of them. You can go on Google and see some of them. And it's the same people, the same comments. There's no bots, no fake testimonials. But just to show you real quickly, the income potential, I have to log in for that. But this is just basic income potential. A lot of the firms pay weekly, some pay bi-weekly, some pay every month at 30 or what have you. But that information is on the site too, so you'll see who pays what and when. Here are real testimonials. You can go through and read those. I'm not going to go through all of them. And then, of course, on Google, you'll see more. Now, I'm going to go ahead and log in. When you first log in, you're going to come to your dashboard. You'll see your trust score, the different modules here, and I'll explain what this all means. Your profile. This is what firms will see because I'm setting up the B2B side where firms can see reliable inspectors. This is what they'll see if you publish it. This is what you'll see primarily, but there's also a, here we go, profile visibility. So the firms will be able to see certain information that you want them to see, including your vendor profile. If you have your Shield Hub background check, I verify this. So there is not any, dishonesty or deception from, vendor to firm. But again, listing your services, your distance and travel that you require. If you don't want to go over 20 miles, you'll put that here as your max. And then the firms will also be able to see a trust score. So how reliable are you? And I base that on your background check, how much training you've completed, different things go into that trust score. Because again, that's one of the pain points for them. Now if we go back, here's your trust score, and you'll be able to see that breakdown, which is here. I'm going to go back to that in a second. The resume builder. For those who already have the directory, they paid the $37 for the founder's price, and I'll migrate them over to this hub. You'll come in on the pro plan. The pro plan includes the resume builder. It includes all of these tools, except for the route planning. Income calculator. How many inspections do you expect to complete a day? If you go to, I think it's Quick Track, QUIK Track, they have a calculator, a slider on their site. They hire inspectors. It will show you that their average pay is $75 per inspection. No, that's Astor Room, $75 per inspection. They guarantee 10 inspections per month. That's $750 off of one client. I mean, $750 per week, 10 inspections per week. Astor Room is a firm that goes out to homes to do their 3D tours for like Zillow and other rental and selling apps. So they do the 3D tours. You go in there, set up your equipment, let it scan, and you're out. They pay $75 per inspection. It guarantees 10 inspections per week. $750 a week off one client. A lot of people don't know about that. Very easy. That's the only client I really work with now because I'm so busy, but I have a direct partnership with them. Those partnerships with them and others that I have partnerships, that's on the elite plan, but we'll talk about that. So the calculator essentially is going to give you an estimate of what you can make, your potential, what you can make. If you're doing this full time, you lost your job or you want to quit, I don't suggest quitting your job. Just let's be clear. You're doing this full time, 6 inspections per day. And keep in mind, you control your schedule. So anyway, here's all that information. We'll talk about efficiency and we'll talk about getting started. Back to the tools. Again, this is on the pro plan or those who are coming over as founders. Resume builder. I love this because not only, let me see if I can just show you. So this is going to take your existing resume, analyze it for transferable skills, and generate a new resume. So all that's auto-populated. This is a AI-generated summary. I'm in tech. There's no inspection reference on my resume. It's all tech stuff. These are skills that the firms look for. Are you independent? Are you self-sufficient? Are you a leader? Attention to detail. Again, generated summaries based on your experience. And then here, select the skills, the role that you're going for, whether it's a field inspector, if you're a notary, click that one. Property condition report, like some of these roles are just basically an inspector. Occupancy verification specialist, it's a mortgage field inspector. If you're in the construction side of things, this is a good add-on for you. If you do construction, you can make that money off of, just going to doing your regular thing. So all these different things, your skills, time management, everybody has that. Just different things, interior inspections, law changes, blah, blah, blah. So all this will go into your resume. These are things that you can get off Amazon. I'll have a file, and it's on the site too, of what I would recommend as far as, getting these things. Not all this is required. A non-contact voltage tester, depending on what type of inspections you're going to do. A car and a smartphone with a camera. Those are the only two things you need mandatory. Everything else, it depends on what type of inspection you're doing. Here's the transferable skills that AI identified for me based on my resume. Put your availability, what counties you'll cover, the distance you're willing to travel, and the type of car you have. I guarantee you there is no other list, database, website, service provider who is going to do this. There's no resume builder that will give you this type of customization. And I know what the firms are looking for. That was a point. So here's my final resume. You can change it, blah, blah, download it. Okay. Now for the Concierge, each plan will have a rate limit or a set number of tokens that allows you to chat with the AI bot. But I just wanted to show you how detailed this is. So the information that you are looking for, you can just ask the AI bot. This one I built on my own because, again, I'm in tech and AI is my jam. So here's some starter prompts. Let's just put in some random question. I think there is a big need for inspectors in, I think it's Washington. What are the top? I can't type right now. These nails. Good Lord. Boom. That's it. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. A lot of people only know about occupancy checks. Where is that $15, $5, $6? But listen, there's so much more. There's so much more. There are even, because field service is a broad industry or term or list of roles, there are roles and opportunities to train AI, no matter what background you have. Doctors, you lost your, whatever the case may be. There's a field services firm that hires you to train AI to do what you. Now, some people may be against that. Whatever your moral compass or belief is or feelings around AI is, that's up to you. But just to show you that there's not just field inspection going to a house. There are desktop appraisers where nowadays you don't even need to be certified in that. I do those. There are planogram setups like mystery shopping, a compliance audits, which I used to do for global compliance. Those pay $150 to $300 per audit. Very simple. You go count inventory for pharmaceutical reps. Very, very simple. So that's the Concierge. Again, you get a number of tokens based on, your plan. Now let's go to, I want to go to training center. You'll first see the video overview of what you'll experience here and then your lessons. But you also have quick checks, flashcards. These are the different things you would need to know going into the industry. These are questions that when you go to apply or inquire about a opportunity, they're going to ask you, do you have a reliable car? If they have like a little quiz, whatever, or an assessment, it's going to ask you these questions. What's the resolution of the aspect ratio for the photos? Okay. I put all this stuff in here so that you'd be prepared to get what you want. So you have those flashcards. Not only do you have flashcards, you have scenarios. Usually when you're starting to work with a firm, they want you to go out into the field and do like a test shot. A lot of people fail those test shots because first of all, they don't know to put their phone in landscape mode. They don't know the aspect ratio. They don't know the angles to take the photos of, and they don't know what scenarios or how to deal with certain scenarios. I put those scenarios in here for you. They'll tell you when you got it wrong. They'll tell you when you got it right. And then, of course, you have the quiz. 15 questions. You must pass with at least 80% to go to the next module. Now, these modules are they're beginner friendly. So if you've never heard of inspections before, or if you just seen people doing it, it's for everybody. And there's something that everybody can learn, whether you're an experienced inspector or someone who's just now starting out, whether you're a notary who never heard of inspections or just want to get clarity on what that actually means for you and your line of work, or a realtor So the training is very thorough. I've even built it out to AI. So the ways that AI can help you scale your business faster and make sure that you're not getting any chargebacks or rejections because your photos are not right. AI, I have systems that I use to identify the deficiencies in a photo. So I don't have to, because, I wear glasses, obviously. My eyes aren't the greatest anymore. So AI can do that for me. And it's not meant to do the work for you. It's meant to spot check what I'm already doing. We don't want to make it seem like AI is replacing you. Lost drafts, your photography, the business itself, talking about insurance, what you may or may not need to, start your business, whether you want to start out as a sole proprietor or an LLC, or you just want to go in as, just yourself. But all that is in the training. But again, you have to pass with an 80% to get to the next one. All right, now let's go to the directory. I'm going to show you some firms. The directory on the existing site has 233 firms. The directory on this site has 418. And I'm still vetting. Just those lists, it burns my soul because people swear by them to the point where it makes people hesitant to believe in this industry because it's so much BS and gatekeeping in the industry that people, and I'm sensitive about my stuff. I'm an artist. As Badu said, I'm sensitive about my stuff. So when people approach me with skepticism and disbelief, I'm like, okay, I know what I've experienced. I've been in the field and I know the data is there because I got it. And that's why it's taking me almost a year to finish this platform out. But neither here nor there. Those are not my people. If you don't believe, that's up to you. Let AI take your job and you struggle. I ain't gonna struggle. And I'm trying not to have other struggles. I can't do all this work by myself, and I really don't want to be out in the field because I have 5 kids. So I'd rather be home doing tech stuff, helping y'all do this, and enjoying my life. Anyway, here's the directory. Now, if you're on the existing platform, you see it looks a lot different, and there's a reason for that. You'll see that map. This is the same map you saw on the homepage. This one's just interactive. Well, it's below. I like that better. But these are the actual listings, and you'll see them on the individual profiles too. Now, one of the main differences between the existing hub and this one is the way that you filter. As you can see, all my reviews are great. 5 stars across the board. But the only complaint that I've had is the way to filter for firms that have jobs in your area. On the existing site, the service area represents firms that only service that area. So if you select Alabama, you probably won't get anything because there's, like, in certain states, there's not firms that only service that state. So I had someone reach out to me and they were searching for Idaho, I think, and they found nothing because they selected Idaho here and they found nothing. That's a Wix website limitation. So on this site, you select Idaho, you'll see firms that service Idaho. 158 firms that have work in Idaho. So there's no national anymore. It's just the states. Okay. Firms that service Florida. 155. Or if it's, let's say, lost draft. So if you put in lost draft or loss, there you go. You'll see the different firms that offer lost draft inspections. But this is only looking for the term in the description itself. So you'll see loss here. So that's that. Industry focus for notaries. You may go look at real estate or there's different ones here. Okay. This is a notary firm. Mystery shopping. Those are fun. They usually don't pay too good, as you can see here. But ones like In Touch, they pay well and they're connected to other firms like Global Compliance, which is the PDMA compliance. So all mystery shopping isn't bad. All right. Very important. If you only want companies with the 5-star ratings, 211, 4-star above. And these are verified ratings. That's another reason why it took so long to build this out. I had to make sure that the ratings were real because there are some companies that have very bad ratings. Let's see if I can find you one. And I'm thinking about changing this. So I'm kind of scrolling through the directory here, just giving y'all, I ain't gonna scroll through all that because y'all be trying to screenshot stuff. But your ratings are here. And I'm thinking of changing this to like a just 1 star, not 1+ or 2+, but 1 star, 2, so that you get an accurate read for companies that have that specific rating. Okay. Now let's go to an actual profile. Now here what you'll see on the directory card is the description, the services, work setting. So a lot of these are remote, like there's no check-in office for a lot of them, unless you're in that state. The service region, national, the contact email address, the pay. Most of them have pay there, some that don't. And then the type of work or the type of the role or whatever you call the title. And then some have the actual rating or review posted because these are real, like I said, real reviews. All right, let's go to associated pay and volume requirements. Here are your qualifications, your technology. They sign you up for that. Here's the equipment you need. Again, transportation, smartphone, maybe a ladder, Wi-Fi, like on your phone, reputation, actual review, bi-weekly or monthly for the pay. They've been in business for a while. Here's a direct link. There you go. There are the direct openings. Now, as you can see, this is just not one state, and it's not just one county within that state. So this is the type of quality that you are looking or that you want to have exposed when you're looking for this type of work. Texas, anyhow. Yeah, all this stuff. All these are Seattle, Fort Mill, all places where they have work. Let's just go to one. Independent contractor. Those are your duties. That's what they ask of you. Apply. Vita, not required for a lot of companies yet, but it is a certification that I suggest having because it is more technology or AI focused. One, it gives you leverage and shows that you are focused on scaling your business, not just out here just driving around making scraps on a dollar, but that you're actually invested. And it doesn't cost a lot. It's a newer certification, but it's scaling to be more widely recognized. And I suspect that it will soon become a requirement or one that helps an inspector stand out for sure. All right. So that's one of the firms. Let's just go down to, let's find companies that you don't hear about. These here. Who knows about Beagle Labs? Nobody. Join their inspector network. I have not seen this company on anybody's list, but it's on our list. So again, it's all about transparency and intel because again, data is king. Again, about us, contacts. Now, depending on the tier that you or the membership plan that you sign up for, that determines your level of support, like priority. We usually reply, within 2 business days. But for those on the elite membership, again, you get prioritized with partnerships. So there's a warm handoff with that. And they prioritize you for work. And then your support is almost immediate. So that's within 24 hours. So those things here, you can schedule a call if you're on the elite plan. It links you directly to the calendar, to my Google Calendar for the business. And then your form here. Now, to the fun part. So again, the site goes live on March 1st. That's when these plans go into effect. You'll see the descriptions here. The pro plan, which the founding members will come over into, and their $37 a year price will be honored for a lifetime. So that will never change no matter how we upgrade the site. But those who join after March 1st, it's $49 per month. You can start with a 7-day trial to see what I just showed you. And then after 7 days, it's $49 a month. Cancel anytime. The free one, you can see up to 6 listings, just as I showed you. You see 6 of those. Nothing else comes with that. That's just a preview of things. Elite, again, you're introduced to my partners and you have priority queue. You get all the things, higher token rate or limits for the AI tools. You are the first ones that get, access to any of the upcoming features, which there are other features that I am working on, and those will be in place as well. And then, of course, with the agency, that's for companies who have already scaled and they have workers under them. So you can whitelist your domain, meaning that you can present this directory as your own company and then have your workers, you can charge it, whatever you do with that, that's up to you, but you can whitelist a domain, API access. If you have an app that you've created and you want to push the data to them, that way you could do that. Another thing to show you is with the tools. So there's a CRM component to this where, one thing I didn't show you is a job board. You can see the jobs that are posted across different job boards in this one hub, and then you can save them. These are your inspections that you have picked up and you are working. So this is my job tracker. But then there's a job board. These are jobs that are across I think I'm tracking 7 different job boards right now. So when you click on the job, it'll take you directly to that job board. All right. Drone training is going to be something else that we're looking into scaling. into the platform. So again, those on the elite tier will have access to that in that training, and then discounts to the, the drones or what have you. So let's say you find a job here, go puff delivery driver, whatever. You want to save it. This is your CRM. You see, I already saved one. So that if you see jobs that you want to apply to, you won't lose them. Just save them here. And then as you move through the pipeline, you'll be able to see what you're doing with it. And if you want to add one that's not here, just make sure you put the information in, and it's going to ask you to put that URL, because there's no point of saving a job onto your pipeline and you can't go back to it. So you'll insert that information here. Okay. So that's your job board. What else? Let's go back to your profile. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Your progress will show. Yeah. Oh, and then the RSS feed. This updates in real time. So you'll see things across the industry. You'll see February 27th. That's today. You'll see what's happening across the industry. Okay. But that's there. I'm trying to tell people that AI is leading the charge, and firms are looking for inspectors who actually get it, who are not scared to touch technology. As you may or may not know, in this industry, there's a lot of older people or people who are set in their ways with how things go. They believe there's just only one way to do this type of work. A lot of people are upset or frightened that AI is taking their leverage, experience, knowing how to fill out a report. AI is doing that now. And a lot of people are leaving the industry because they don't want to adapt to a new way of doing things. That's why I built this platform, because whether you like it or not, AI is leading a charge, and it is filling in the mundane work. It's doing the mundane work. And AI is not here to replace people. It's, in my mind, in my industry and things that I do, it doesn't replace me. It aids me. It aids in doing what I already do better. So take that how you may, but again, it's coming, and it's already here. And the field services industry is not going anywhere. The weather's not going to get better. Damages to houses is not going to just stop. Assets are not going to stop being, insured or employed or whatever. So the verification, boots on the ground to verify the conditions of an asset or anything, is only growing, and humans are still in the loop. And so you're very much needed. So that's that. Again, the membership, I am, again, making this site live. So the members.nestedobjects.com website will move from the existing Wix site to this site on March 1st. At that time, this pricing plan will go live. Right now, it is still $37 for the year for a lifetime. I am only opening this up for the next 100 signups. After the first 100 signups are done, and I have a calendar in place, I'm shutting that down, whether that 100 signs up tonight or it signs up tomorrow. After that 100 signs up, the site is dead until March 1st, because the data is steadily enriching, and it costs. It costs to make AI calls, API calls. It costs to enrich data in the way that I do it, verified, legit data. It costs to develop those relationships and those partnerships. It costs to have people manning the support channel. It costs. So 100 spots, and that's it. And then everyone else after that, you choose from this. Of course, again, this is $49 per month and a 7-day free trial. Cancel anytime, no questions, no harm, no foul. Questions, comments, again, go to the site, read the reviews, Google Nested Objects LLC, read the Google reviews. Those are real reviews. I think somebody posted a picture when they're doing an inspection. Go through the YouTube comments. I don't know these folks, but they know the work. So I have a few beta testers out there, 5 beta testers. I don't know them. It's just randomly picked, and they're testing the site as we speak, and they'll have their comments. So good or bad, indifferent, you'll see what the site is about. So you can reach out, support@nestedobjects.com for any questions about the platform once you've joined, or you can reach out to info@nestedobjects with any questions or concerns about the product in general. All right, that's it, folks. Happy inspecting. Go get your money.